this right now. With me, Tim Alexander. He is a former police detective, now a civil rights attorney who is running for Congress as a Democrat in New Jersey's 2nd District. So good to see you, Tim. So another deadly night across the country, but especially in the district in which you hope to represent as a member of Congress. I mean, 2 dead, another 12 injured in Cumberland County. Why do you think this is happening right now like this?
Right now, we have to do a study. To answer your question, I can't put my thumb on why we have so much gun violence in this nation. There's many theories on that, but what we don't have is anyone actually doing a deep dive into this to find out exactly what is the root cause behind all the gun violence. New Jersey, as I've often said, has some of the most comprehensive gun safety laws on record. We can always do better, and when we see a situation like this, we have to wait for the outcome, but I believe there's room for improvement. One of those things is dealing with gun safety, gun storage safety, and better ways of protecting the weapons that are in the legal stream of commerce, and obviously attacking the weapons that are in the illegal stream of commerce. But we don't have anybody studying this. That's the issue. How can we address the problem if we don't know what the problem is? And that's one of the things in Congress that we can do. The federal government can say to whatever entity that the majority believes ought to be the one to do it, CDC or whoever, do a study, figure out what's going on. Why do we have so much gun violence? Right now, we have so many members in Washington who won't even admit that January 6th occurred, or they're totally ignoring the fact that 90% of the country wants meaningful gun safety reform. They just won't get to it. And so, quite honestly, until we take a serious position on digging deep into the root cause of this issue, we'll never know why these things happen.
So you think there should be a greater examination. Do you think the examination right now needs to zero in on whether this pattern of violence is any different right now, a year and a half into this pandemic? Because 2021 is starting off we're at the midpoint almost, and it's been an incredibly, exponentially deadly, violent year. Do you think there's a correlation?
Absolutely. No. So to first answer your question, absolutely. I think we need to do what happened in 2020. Was it because we're in a lockdown? There wasn't so much interaction. These are the things that can be addressed through a study. So to answer your question, until we start doing it, until we are serious about this, we being the federal government, local and state governments, until they get serious about addressing gun violence, we won't know the answers to those questions. But absolutely, we need to study the last year comparison and the years prior.
So I'm hearing you that you do feel like, and as I mentioned, you are running for Congress. Do you do believe that this is a matter of an act of Congress that needs to be involved, or do you see that there is some other manner in which all of this needs to be addressed, absent Congress?
I think that Washington. Sure, I think Washington absolutely needs to take the lead on this. They need to listen to the voters, put together meaningful gun safety reform that what the people actually want, and get it out there, to get it signed by the president, and start studying these issues. Absolutely, Congress can do something about this. Yes, there's room for state action as well, but if we don't take the lead across the board, across the country, how do we expect the local and state entities to jump on and get involved in studying this issue?
All right, Tim Alexander, always appreciate your time. Thank you so much. Be well.